Hi guys, welcome to Happy High Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out, does the person on your mind talk about you to others? And if yes, what do they talk about? So for the first group, I have this peach stone over here. For the second group, this white smooth stone. And for the third group, this purple stone. So feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all three, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hi group 1, so for those of you who chose the peach stone right here, let's see whether or not the person on your mind talks about you. So the card that came out to answer that was compromise. And the oracle cards that followed were happiness, release, relaxation, and leadership. Okay, so I just did some rearranging so you guys could see better. So clearly, yes, the person on your mind does talk about you to the people around them. And I can already tell what it is, the kind of suggestions that come their way when they talk about you. See, the thing is that your person they do have feelings for you, right? But they're very divided about whether they should be taking action towards you or whether they should be waiting for you to take action towards them. And whoever it is that they're talking to, whether it is their family, friends, siblings, cousins, no matter who those people are, when they hear the entire story, your love story, how the connection was, what happened, what is happening right now, the suggestion that comes forth to your person is that, see, clearly you do not want to let go of group 1. Clearly you have feelings for them. You are not able to release this connection even though you might have been trying for some time now, because even you know that your happiness lies with group 1. Your happiness lies in this connection. So stop lying to yourself that group 1 does not matter to you. And if you really truly want to get back together with group 1, then you will have to compromise on your ego of sitting back and relaxing and waiting for group 1 to approach you. And instead, for once, you need to grow a pair of balls and just, make the first move. Why can't you take the initiative for once? Because I feel like this person has also mentioned all the times when you were the one who took the first step, you were the one who messaged them, you were the one who called them. I don't know what kind of responses you got, but maybe they were a bit lukewarm. Nothing really came out of it. And I am also sensing for some of you, group 1, this person, it has been a long time since you both have communicated, and the fact that there is no incoming communication from their side kind of makes you wonder whether they even care or not. But the thing is that they do care. If they didn't care, they wouldn't be discussing it as much as they do. They wouldn't be battling their head and their ego about holding on to this connection or releasing it. And I like this advice that these people are giving to your person, that if you want something, then you have to take an effort towards it. And this big fat ego that you have, why can't you just compromise it for once, for the sake of somebody whom you like, for the sake of the connection that matters to you so much? So the choice is between talking to you or letting you come to them. And obviously, time will tell us whether or not your person pays heed to the suggestion which is coming their way or not. But I feel like for the sake of some clarity and for the sake of some validation, your person does talk about you. But the thing is that when your person talks about you, they might have said something like, I think it's time to release this connection and whatnot. But the way that they talk about you, it's very evident that they have feelings for you. Like how when you're very passionate about something and you start talking about it, your entire body language changes. Your eyes, they start gleaming with joy, and there's just a lot of happiness and positivity in your entire aura. If somebody is looking at you from a distance, they can tell, even if they're not hearing to what you're saying, they can tell that this person is probably talking about something that they like a lot, or like some really exciting and happening thing. And that's what's happening. That's what happens when your person talks about you, group 1. So they go to all these people, they start this off as a sob story, this is what happened, I feel like it's time to release this connection. And then all these friends and like whoever these people are, they're like, that's enough bullshit from you today, because clearly you do have feelings for this person, and I think you just want us to convince you to not get out of this yet. And then that is where the suggestion pops in of, dude, you've got to make some choices, right? Make some wise choices for at least once. There might be some distance between where you and your person live, and maybe you guys are separated by water. So for a lot of you, this can be something where you guys are living in different countries or different states, separated by a few rivers, something, whatever. I don't know. Not very good at geography. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. Does group one's person talk about them to others, Spirit? Yes, Ace of Pentacles. Does group one's person talk about them to others? The Hanged Man. Does group one's person talk about them to others? Nine of Swords. Does group one's person talk about them to others? Two of Pentacles. Look at this. This is so in alignment with the oracles. I love it already. All right, so then this is the thing. Firstly, yes, with the Ace of Pentacles, yes, the person on your mind does talk about you. What do they talk about? Should I or should I not take action towards group one? This or that, this or that. And this again would bring us back to compromise. Now, the thing is that your person, no matter how cool they might be playing it online or offline, the fact is that it really bothers them that you are also not taking any action towards them, because I don't think that this is something that they were expecting, because the fact that they had been exuding all this relaxing energy, I think they were very confident, or rather overconfident, of the fact that ultimately you will budge and you will reach out to them, except that you didn't. And when you didn't, that is what triggered their worries and triggered their anxiety. Like, oh my God, why hasn't group one reached out to me yet? Have they moved on? Do I not mean anything to them? Were they serious when they said that they're not going to call me or text me again? I thought they would reach out to me like they always do eventually, but it's not happening now. So what am I supposed to do now? Should I reach out to them, or should I keep on waiting and see if they eventually break their stance? And these are the kind of discussions that they throw at their friends or family or whoever. And from what I can see in front of me, and this is the story that is told to these people also, they're like, dude, clearly you are the one who needs to make a move for once. Just stop testing the water, stop freaking yourself out so much. What is there to think about? If you want someone, just go for it. If you want to talk to someone, just go talk to them. I am seeing another storyline over here as well, which might resonate with a few of you. This person also discusses with these people how in the past you are the one who had approached them with an offer, or, you had been very upfront about the way you felt for them. And at that time they were like, no, I'm sorry, I cannot get into a relationship. I just don't have time for it. I have to focus on other things and so on and so forth. And now they regret it. In fact, at the time they might have said no to you and said yes to somebody else, which again did not turn out to be very good and grand and great. And they are full of regret, and they talk about you and that other person who let them down, and because of whom they had let you down, to these people as well. And of course they face backlash for it, because it was a very stupid decision. And I think these people also kind of take digs at your person, something along the lines of, really, these were the two choices you had and this is the person that you chose? Honestly, what was wrong with you? So something along those lines. The signs that are present over here are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm getting Virgo vibes as well. They do not necessarily have to be the zodiac. Spirit's message for you, group one, is the Miriam Sacred Vision, which says, choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. I think this is a very clear message for you from Spirit, especially as far as this connection is concerned, group one, that what will happen, what has to happen will happen, but we don't want to see you in this state. It's enough that one of you is going through this. So from your side, what you can do is that you should forgive them for whatever it is that they've done, not for their sake, but for your own sake, for the sake of your own peace and happiness, so that you can happily move along from this connection. if that is what you want to do. And apart from that, Spirit also wants to make sure that you're not holding any sort of malice or hatred or grudges in your heart. Yes, this person has wronged you. It wasn't a good thing that they did. But you shouldn't have a hatred. I mean, it's a very strong feeling, and Spirit is suggesting very clearly over here that you should see the good in every person. I'm sure you had your fair share of good moments with them. Be thankful for them and forgive them for your own sake. All right. However, although it says over here that remember that love has no boundaries, from what I am picking right now through all of this is that you need to establish very clear boundaries around you, group one. I'm not saying that absolutely do not let this person back when they try to, but keeping in mind everything that they have put you through, as someone who cares about you, as your reader, I would strongly recommend that you be very clear that if and when they come back, they're actually the person that you want them to be. Okay, so these are all the messages that I have for you. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can contact me on my email ID or Instagram to know all about my offers and discounts. And you'll find all those details in the description box and pinned comment. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi group 2, so for those of you who chose this white stone, let's find out first whether or not the person on your mind talks about you. And the card that came out for that was the situation will improve in reverse. And the oracles that followed were embracing, simplicity, solitude, and diligence in reverse. All right, so your person, group 2, is being very, very pessimistic about this connection right now. Now, as far as the question is concerned, whether or not they talk about you, yes, they do talk about you, but it's in a very melancholic manner. They talk about you as if this is all ancient history, as if this is all done and dusted and there is absolutely no scope of any improvement, nothing can happen. Like that. It's as if they talk about you and they have somewhere, like to a certain degree, they have accepted the fact that there is radio silence on your end, so probably you have completely ended things from your side. They reminisce about this connection. My throat is blocking up for no reason. This person has a lot that they want to say to you. It's just that they don't, because for whatever reason, they have accepted the fact that this connection is over, even though obviously it isn't, because they still talk about you. You're out here listening to me talk about them. So the connection is still pretty much on. It's just that it seems like they have given up. And this is what they tell these other people when they talk about you, because they do. But what they tell others is essentially is along the lines of, so, there is this one person and I kind of really like them, but I think I messed up and whatnot. I have no idea how to correct things. I have no idea how to undo my mistakes. I have no idea how to approach them. They're clearly not interested in me anymore. They do not even talk to me. They don't even look in my direction. I am I am in the dark about what's going on on their end. I don't know if they've moved on with somebody else. I have no idea what's going on in their life. I'm not at all updated. I'm just going with the flow. I wish them the best. And that's all that I can do, because I don't think the situation is going to improve. I don't think there's any room for improvement left at all. So I feel like I fucked up pretty bad. So I'm just sitting here in the pool of my waters, looking at the direct repercussions of the actions and the choices that I made in the past. That was quite the dialogue, wasn't it, group 2? But this is what your person tells these people. This is a very, there's nothing I can do about it kind of an energy. It's like your person has quit. Before they could even get to the finish line, they quit, because it suddenly got very foggy and they couldn't see the finish line. So they just gave up instead of waiting for the sun to break out. That is what this is. And because of the manner in which they narrate this story about you and them, I don't think that the people who are listening have much to say. Because, see, if I come to you and I tell you a story about me and somebody, it depends upon what am I telling you and how am I telling you that you will give me suggestions, right? So if I tell you about me and somebody, oh, this happened, this happened, this happened, you'll be like, okay, why don't you try this? Or you should do this, you should do that. But if I am telling you my story in a very like final sense, you will just listen. You wouldn't be giving me your inputs because I am telling you that this is done, this is over. So there is nothing that you or your suggestions can do about it, right? So you will just listen. You'll just hear me out, right? So this is what these people do too. When your person talks about you to them, they talk about in a manner which seems very like final, like this is already done. There's nothing that can be done about it. So these people just like sit and nod their heads and listen and maybe give your person a little sympathy and maybe try to cheer them on, like it's okay, life goes on, they have moved on with someone else, I'm sure you'll find somebody else too, it's okay. I am specifically seeing that there is some female, however, in their friend circle who is still rooting for you both to get back together. And she does try to tell your person that, do a little brainstorming. There has got to be a way, there has got to be a way. But your person is already so fixated on giving up that, that is the reason why we have diligence in reverse. And they're like, but I don't know what the heck to do now. So there is nothing that I can do anymore. Kind of like that. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. Does group 2's person talk about them to others, Spirit? We have the Page of Pentacles. Does group 2's person talk about them? Six of Cups. Does group 2's person talk about them to others? Two of Swords. Does group 2's person talk about them to others? Look at this, Eight of Cups walking away. Yep. Yeah, okay, so see, look at this confusion. Oh my god, the Two of Swords sandwiched between the Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups. And what this tells me is that even though your person does have a desire to get back together with you, and I think this is a soulmate that you're dealing with, by the way, this might have been someone whom you've known for a very long time now. Maybe you guys grew up together, attended the same schools, grew up in the same neighborhood, something along those lines. For some of you, maybe you guys even have a kid together. Anyway, so the thing is that your person does want to get back together with you. They do consider coming back to you, apologizing, or offering you some sort of commitment. But then this confusion makes them stop dead in their tracks. And they're like, oh, but then how do I go about this? Because they're blindfolded, right? They're blindfolded. They cannot find a way out. They don't know how to go about this, which is why they're like, oh, I think it's best if I just walk away. And because of their blockage over here, this confusion, this indecisiveness, this lack of clarity, because there is this huge blockage on their end, I don't think their friends are able to help them out much either. Because they're like, well, if, it's like they don't even want to try, so what can we do about it, right? They won't even listen to our suggestion. Your person won't even listen to their friend's suggestion. And I think it's not like the people around them don't try to help your person. It's just that your person is someone who's very stubborn, very rigid, and very fixated in their ways. The person that you're asking me about, group 2, this is someone who, once they make up their mind about something, that is it. It's like, like the final word. There is no going back now. This is it. Nothing can be done about it. There is nothing that you or anybody can do to make them change their mind. And obviously, it sucks. It sucks because I can see over here clearly with the Six of Cups that you have feelings for them and that they have feelings for you as well. I mean, this is a freaking soulmate connection, right? For crying out loud. I just hope your person does not do something today that they will heavily, heavily regret tomorrow. I sincerely, sincerely hope so. Because the love that they have for you, it's like your person is butchering this, group 2, royally. Your person is royally fucking up this connection for no solid reason. For no solid reason. There has to be a way out. There always is a way out. It's as simple as them picking up their phone and just talking to you. You know, if you've changed their numbers, they can always contact you on social media. If you have blocked them, they can create a fake account. If you guys live in the same place, they can just show up at your door, write you an email, contact you on LinkedIn, for crying out loud. There are so many ways. They're not even trying. They are. I don't know why they've quit, but something tells me that they're going to regret this. They're going to regret this a big time, and I sincerely hope that they wake up while they still have time to salvage the situation, because it can be salvaged. Your person just needs to bring in a little more flexibility inside them instead of being so ridiculously rigid. The signs that are present over here are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They can be your sign or theirs and does not necessarily have to be the zodiac. Spirit's message for you, Group 2, is Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. This person loves you unconditionally, Group 2. But the thing is that, you know, when I saw this card, I immediately got reminded of Mirabai. For those of you who know about her, great. For those of you who don't, you can always Google her up. She was someone who had devoted her whole life to Krishna, even though she couldn't ever get him. She used to go around singing hymns and songs in his praises, and he was always there in her heart, even though she could never actually get him. And I think that that's what's pretty much happening over here as well. It's like your person has convinced themselves that they can never get you, that the situation can never be amended, so they might as well keep on continuing with their life, and you'll always hold a special place in their heart, and that they'll always have this unspoken affection and love and commitment towards you. And what this would mean for you is that, firstly, you will be getting some downloads from Spirit, or maybe you already are, some intuitive nudges, some niggling feelings about what you should be doing next in this connection, or whether or not you should be doing anything in this connection. So if at all you do get a prompt to reach out, and don't do it just because I'm saying so, only if you feel like it and if you feel guided to do so, you definitely can reach out to this person now that you know that they do have feelings for you. It's just that they're very, very lost. I just saw 1111. So that'll be that. Otherwise, you can move on knowing that this person does have, they do love you. They weren't faking that part. Okay, so these are all the messages that I have for you, Group 2. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Apologies for the orchestra that's going on downstairs. I'm sick of it, and there's nothing that any of us can do about it. So I guess this is just the background score that I get these days. Anyway, if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to book a personal reading with me. You can contact me on my email ID or Instagram to find out about all my offers and discounts. You'll find those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, Group 3. So for those of you who chose this purple stone, let's find out whether or not the person on your mind talks about you. So the card that came out for that was Ask Your Angels. And then the tarot cards that followed were Healing Chaos, Love, Adventures, and Gateway. So listen, Group 3, your person talks about you, but not to any other person. All right? They talk about you in the sense that when they are connecting with Spirit or their spirit guides, they bring you up, they discuss you that way, they think about you while they're meditating, trying to connect with their guides. Has it ever happened to you that you're sitting in a room all by yourself and you just start vocalizing your thoughts? You just start saying it out loud, whatever it is that you're thinking, whatever it is that you're feeling. And it's not like nobody's listening, Spirit's always listening. Your guides around you are always listening. So that's what's happening over here. Listen, your person is going through something, Group 3. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you know what it is or not, but it is something. And it was something massive, which they are currently processing. And it often happens when you're healing through one thing, a whole bunch of other issues also come up to the surface. It's kind of like when you start crying about one thing and then suddenly you remember 10 other things, so your crying session extends by 5-10 minutes. So that's what's happening over here with your person. They are, okay, firstly, obviously, yes, with love. Your person does love you. They love you a lot. But they're waiting to recover and heal from whatever this is that they are going through right now before they can find their way back to you, which I think they want to. They really, really want to with Gateway. It's almost as if they're very excited. It's almost as if, it's like that. I challenged my kids not to eat that thing, whatever it's called, which was very viral. For those of you who don't know, it's like where you put a bunch of candy in front of your kids and you ask them not to eat it, and you're filming, and then you have to see how much self-control do they have. Your person, group 3, has a lot of self-control. They're very excited. You're that candy for them, but they are waiting for this to get over. I don't think they want you to get involved in this. And I don't think they want you to know what this is either. It feels like it's something very personal, because this is absolutely blocked off for me as well right now. It's okay. I respect your person. They don't want us to snoop around too much into this issue of theirs, so we won't. We will respect it. We'll just stick to what we're here to find out. Your person loves you. They're reminiscing about you. They talk about you very openly when they're alone, very happily. You guys have had your fair share of fun. You guys have had a lot of fun together. You two together, it's like a house on fire. You both love each other's company. You both have made some great memories, especially memories involving some sort of trekking or like trips out in the nature, something along those lines. Maybe you guys had pets together at one point in time, specifically birds perhaps, or you guys are bird watchers, or you liked to go bird watching together. I'm getting the specific image of you guys enjoying a particular camping trip nearby some waterfalls or something like that. They're very, your person's energy, it's very restless and yet very calm. Your person has mastered the art of balance, if I may. Whether it is their feminine and masculine, or whether it is their, like, I want to do this, but I have to restrain myself because first this is what needs to get done. That is a rare quality and it is fantastic. Your person's spirit guides, their friends, their community, they're helping them out through whatever this is. I don't know, maybe it is regarding their career, or maybe there has been like something has happened in the family or whatever it is. I am also sensing over here that your person currently is not involved with anybody else, except for if you know for a fact that is not the case, then that is different, because this is a general reading at the end of the day. But for most of you, I think your person right now is in a very like hermitish energy. They're just focusing on healing themselves. They're just focusing on doing their shadow work and preparing themselves to get out of that cave once they're done with that hermit phase, and then just rush towards you. There really are no barriers or blockages over here as far as that is concerned. In fact, your person seems to be very hell-bent in terms of this intention of theirs. They have this full intent of returning to you, of surprising you, of taking things forward as quickly as they can, because there's a lot of swiftness over here in their energy that I'm picking up on. Have you seen those toy cars which you first have to pull back a little bit, and then when you release them, they just zoom off at a very high speed? It's kind of like that. Right now, they are taking that reversal like a little bit, and then as soon as all the work gets done, they'll be good to go, and they'll come at you with at a very high speed. So that is something to look forward to. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. Does group 3's person talk about them to others, Spirit? We have death and rebirth. Does group 3's person talk about them to others? The devil. Does group 3's person talk about them to others? Three of Cups in reverse. Does group 3's person talk about them to others? We have the Six of Pentacles, but is it supposed to be upright or reverse? Take this upright. So the answer remains the same, group 3, that your person is not talking about you to anybody else. They are right now busy battling their inner demons, from what I can see, and the Three of Cups being present over here in reverse just confirms what we had been channeling so far, that they have not involved anybody else in what's going on between you and them. In fact, even when you both were together, it might have been very low-key. Not a lot of people knew that you two were going around. Maybe nobody knew that you both were going around, and this was like some secret affair that you both were having. I don't know if you have spoken about them to a lot of people, because they definitely haven't. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't told anybody about the fact that they are in love with you. They might have spoken about you a couple of times, saying that, oh yeah, I know that person, oh yeah, they're my friend, or whatever. Like in whatever capacity you both met first or got acquainted with each other, but that is it. I don't think they have told anybody that they love you or that you guys were ever together at some point in time. I think in the past, this person had commitment issues. Maybe for a few of you, your person also had a wandering eye. They were never happy with who they were with. They were always looking out for the next best thing, the next best option. And it got to a point where Spirit was like, okay, you've learned your lessons. You've been scorned enough by all of these people you chased after. So this is like one final test to see, will you be able to overcome it? And that is what they're going through right now in this hermit phase. They are maturing, they're looking back, realizing all the ways in which they wronged not just you, but I feel like other people too. It's just that in that lot, you are the one that they fell in love with for real. With other people, yes, they had their fair share of fun, but it was all just fun and games. I don't think they ever really fell hard for anybody as much as they did for you. This is a connection which, like I mentioned with Gateway and now the Six of Pentacles, they do want to invest in this connection. They do want to come back to you. They want to balance out the scales. They want a rebirth of this connection. They know that in the past, when it ended, they were the one who ended it. They regret it. That is something, again, that they have to face. They have to face their regret every day. Like I mentioned, that they are battling some inner demons every day. That is what they're going through, in addition to maybe some other things which they don't want us to know about. Maybe some friend of theirs backstabbed them recently. It can be anything. But the point is that they want to get back to you, number one. Number two, they're in love with you. 3, they do not talk about you to anyone. And 4, they will come back to you when they have done the work. Which, good news is that they are already in the middle of it, right? So it's not like we have to wait for them to start this journey, because depending on the kind of work or the amount of work that has to be done, it can take a lot of time for some people. This year, the month of June can be significant for a lot of you, or in general, maybe June is significant for a lot of you. The signs that have come out are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And Scorpio and Capricorn are very dominant. They can be your signs or their signs present somewhere in you guys' charts, and does not necessarily have to be the zodiac. I also feel like this person currently is working on a version 2.0 of themselves, and they're very excited about showing that that version of theirs to you. They want to come to you once they have fully reformed and become a better person, transitioned into a better person, and they want to showcase that version of theirs to you, and they want you to see them like that, and they want you to acknowledge that they have put in the work and that they have changed for their good, for your good, for the good of this connection. They don't want to lose you. That much is clear over here. They would hate it if while they're busy at it, you get together with somebody else. But like I always say, you don't have to sit around and wait for anybody, right? That is totally your choice whether you want to wait or move on. But anyway, the message over here is that they'll be supremely pissed off if at all you were to get together with someone, because they want to come to you, and they want this give and take thing to happen between you and them. They don't want anybody else between you both now. I said now, so maybe in the past there were a lot of external people poking their nose in this connection, maybe. Even if people did not know that you two were going around, there might have been a lot of people who were either jealous of this match, or there were people who liked you, there were people who liked them, and then these people got together, did something. I don't know, the story differs for all of you, but anyway, it did have its repercussions on this connection, and now your person is very clear about one thing, that they will not be tolerating any outsiders in this connection. They just want two people, you and them. All right. Spirit's message for you, group 3, is voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. This message would apply both to this situation, group 3, and otherwise in any other area of your life as well. If there is something that you've been meaning to say to someone, anyone, go ahead and do that. Do not worry about the repercussions. Do not worry about any assumed or perceived backlash. Just don't keep it all bottled up inside you. Just say it. Just say it. All right. Better to say it than not say it and regret it. Okay. So these are all the messages that I have for you, group 3. If you like this reading, do give a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do that through my email ID or Instagram, which are given in the description box and pinned comment. And I'll tell you about all the offers and discounts that are going on right now. So do come back, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.